going to be on the radio, right? But we got all these cameras in here, and the biggest thing that I'm worried about is the fact that I think people know that I'm balding. I've got a little bald spot right back here, and then I haven't had my hair cut for a while. I really need to get my hair cut, and so it really makes the bald spot on the head even worse. Do you remember Ron Popeil? Are you guys young enough to remember Ron Coe and Ron Popeil? He passed away here recently. He was an inventor of things. And one of the things that he invented was spray-on hair.
Okay.
And you could get it in different color. And so if you were trying to hide a bald spot or whatever, you just spray this thing on your head, and then people didn't think that you had a bald spot. Ron Coe, he had like the chicken cooker, and I mean, there's all kinds of different stuff that he had. Miss old Ron Popeil. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the Right Night for Rosi, which is the lunchtime special that's going to be performed today.
Tomorrow.
Or tomorrow, yes. Thank you. Today. Okay. I'm getting a text. Lana had to take her mother to the doctor today, and they've never met the doctor in person. It's always been via Zoom. And so you know what happens when you meet somebody in person that you've only met or heard on the radio?
Look a lot different.
They look a lot different. Shorter guy than I thought. The video can hide a lot of things if you're not careful. Anyway, this is what we have. We're going to be talking about today. Let's see. Yep, that's it. And then Mel Mendoza is going to be chatting with us and see how the markets are doing today. But first, let's get started with our weather forecast. It is Eddy County Fair. Steve, what is happening with the weather?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Just enough moist air seeping into eastern New Mexico for an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm today. Otherwise, we'll be getting sunshine. It stays hot with our high around 100. A few clouds for the overnight hours and mid-70s, and then an afternoon shower or thunderstorm possible again on Wednesday. It stays hot with upper 90s to around 100 on our highs. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
At least they weren't squirrels, right? Because that's squirrels. Anyway, weather forecast right now. It's 81 degrees. We're headed up to 99 today. Humidity is at 53%. The dew point is 62. Winds are southerly at 6. Pressure's at 29.89 and rising. Our air quality index is 50. So we have good air quality today. Sunset will be at 8 o'clock this evening. Sunrise will be at 6:08 in the morning. And around the region, Carlsbad sunny and 81. Same thing in Roswell. 82 in Hobbs. Around New Mexico, mostly sunny, 76 in Albuquerque. You have to say it that way. Albuquerque. Almost like owl. Albuquerque. That's how the guy on the radio said it when I first moved to New Mexico, and so I figured, well, that's how you say it, right?
How did Bugs Bunny say it?
Should have taken that. Was it a left turn or a right turn? You remember what he said?
Probably a right turn.
Should have taken that right turn at Albuquerque. Yeah. Sunny and 59 in Cloudcroft, mostly sunny 66 in Ruidoso, sunny and 78 in Las Cruces, cloudy and 72 in Farmington, partly cloudy 62 at Red River, sunny and 81 in Clovis, and over there in Lubbock, Texas, it's sunny and 83 degrees, sunny and 81 here, and I don't think it's going to rain at the fair. I mean, it usually rains one night during the fair, but we're not looking too good for rain right now, so there you go. Well, week number 4 of the lunchtime specials.
The last week.
The last
performance.
The finale.
Yeah, that's how everybody knows it. That is involved with it is the last week. So, how's the first 3? How's the attendance been for the first 3 so far?
Pretty good. Almost so big that we should have it in the regular theater instead of the lobby.
Yeah. Well, but then again, then you kind of lose the effect of it. So maybe leave them wanting more. What did Yogi Berra say? Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things of moving it into the theater. You'd lose the intimacy of the crowd and the actors and just
Yeah.
that.
Being up close.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Dooley is here, and Chris is in costume. Kelly Speckheart is here. Kelly's in costume. There's a young lady over here who's even in costume.
Yes.
And then there's Jeffrey Curtis. Is this your costume?
Well, my costume is a mirror. I'm like this. Except for, yeah.
So are you
Magic mirror.
the magic,
magic
mirror?
mirror.
That's good. So the right knight for Rosie is the story that we will see today. Are you Rosie?
I am
Kelly?
Rosie.
Okay.
Princess Rosie.
Princess Rosie. Okay. Have you met my mother-in-law, Princess Eunice of Canyonstone?
Princess.
Maybe you have.
Are you related to a few of my ex-girlfriends? One of them demanded a tiara from Tiffany's.
Yeah.
That's a princess.
Yeah, Tiffany Joe. That's the down the end of the street there. So, what is the right knight for Rosie? What is Rosie? What is?
Yeah, it's mainly me trying to find a prince. And just being frustrated with all the things I've had to do to try to find that, like
Yeah.
trying to fit my feet into Cinderella shoes, into glass slippers, and
Grow your hair.
hanging my head out of the tower window, waiting for some prince to climb up my hair,
Yeah.
staying in bed, doing the Sleeping Beauty thing.
Cleaning for dwarves.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cleaning for dwarves.
Can't forget about those guys.
And Snow White. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arguing with the magic mirror,
My favorite part.
arguing with Grumpy Godfather.
Yeah. So, what is wrong with all the princes that are around? Why do you think you're still searching for the right knight?
I don't know why.
Well,
Is this what you asked the mirror?
A little bit.
all the time.
What does the mirror say?
That she enjoys making her suitors look like fools.
Oh, really? And how does she do this? Can you tell us one of the ways that she?
One of her suitors trips over. He falls down over his bow and arrow, which she found hilarious.
and she laughed out loud at him.
Yes, and so that guy was
Embarrassed. I mean,
embarrassed and gone.
Yeah.
He went on to the next castle.
see, there's another.
Maybe this princess will be nicer and not
That's-
make me cry.
So, Chris, what part? Who are you in the play?
I am Sir Wilby Truefriend, and I am an apprentice knight of the square table.
An apprentice knight.
Apprentice, yes.
So what
Yes,
are
I'm
you?
a trainee.
A trainee.
Yes.
And it's a square table, huh?
Yes. Apprentice knight of the square table.
Do you have to do that every time? The
I
motion
added
with your
that.
hands?
I added that. That's my own flair.
Once he's no longer an apprentice, he might not have to.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
He would
Yes.
fully elevated to knight of the square table.
Exactly.
And all that. So do you have a special skill?
What are my? I slay dragons. I tackle giants, and I race frogs.
Race or raise?
Race.
Race. You race frogs.
I'm not raising them yet.
Like you line them up,
I line them up and I race them. Yeah.
give them a little
Yeah.
push.
Give them a little push. Yes, we don't hurt them though. Just a little nudge. Yes.
So what do the frogs win? Or I mean, are you world famous
Not
frog
yet.
racing?
Not yet. I'm still in training with the frog racing. Yes. Yeah, I'm still getting my feet wet.
Da-doom-tsh.
So did you have you heard about Princess Rosie? Is her story spread across the kingdom?
No,
We
I've.
just kind of run into each other.
Yeah, I'm on my way to the castle once again. Been going several times. I never make it there on time because some things happen along the way. Yes. So, and then we bump into each other this time.
And so that maybe you're the right knight for Rosie.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
And so then you consult the mirror now. do you shake the mirror like the magic 8-ball?
I mean, that's a good idea, and I might try that at rehearsal tonight.
You've already tried to get them to hang me on the wall. Now you want me shaken.
Well, not stirred.
Yeah.
But isn't that where the mirror is? The mirror's on the wall, right? The phrase doesn't make sense. Mirror, mirror on the floor.
Mirror, mirror.
What rhymes with floor?
Mirror, mirror on a table.
It just doesn't work when you do it that way. So
It's called suspension of disbelief. That's what we call it in the industry.
There you go.
so maybe this is the right night for Rosi, and that's what we're going to find out. So do you get confronted with the mirror? I mean, do you have to ask the mirror questions?
He'll get a confrontation with a grumpy godfather,
Right.
my godfather.
Your godfather.
Not so much a confrontation, just a conversation.
Maybe I'm confronting him more,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's grumpy though.
Right. Yeah.
A direct conversation,
Yeah.
a well-worded, properly toned conversation with the Godfather.
Yes.
I see. Who is playing the grumpy godfather in your production?
James Bennett.
James Bennett.
And then we have a couple more people. Maria and Kathy are playing messengers. The people that come in and do the little trumpet and read from the scroll.
Hear ye, all
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So okay. And are they in the play too?
No.
Stagehands.
Yeah,
Stagehands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're the applause meters or the signs, So when you guys start,
The
when it's
laughing.
time for an applause, you have to laugh or clap or whatever. Get
Yeah,
the
the one in the sunglasses is my bodyguard. She goes because I'm getting kind of famous after this. Yeah, after
Kind of famous?
last couple shows. Yeah, my star is starting
He's
to
memorized
rise.
more lines this time for
Yeah.
the skit than the Buttermilk Hotel.
Wow. And you're being recognized around town?
Yeah, around town, around the state. Yeah, so I was getting accosted. I needed to get some help, so I hired a bodyguard. Yeah.
That's great. So without giving the story away, is there a pretty good possibility that Rosi eventually does find the right night?
I would say so.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is kind of snooty sometimes.
Yeah.
Me, snooty.
She has a serious attitude problem and just berates her loving mirror.
Now is this the mirror speaking?
Yes.
The mirror has feelings too.
The mirror has feelings?
I do.
Yeah. So, I mean, does Rosi say mean things to the mirror?
If the mirror could cry, there would be tears running down.
Oh my gosh. That's just not right.
I know. The things I put up with.
The things you signed up for when you joined the comedy troupe.
And it is a wonderful job that I picked the finale, which happens to be Fair Week.
So where did Rosi find this mirror? Was it just in the castle, or?
Yeah, I think since I was a child, this mirror has been around, taunting me. Yeah.
Taunting you, huh?
And then the one in the dress, she's actually my understudy.
Ah, okay. So you may be in the play today. So that's
I'm much
kind of fun.
nicer to the understudy because she's the up-and-coming princess and hasn't spent a lifetime giving me a hard time.
I see. Not yet.
Not yet. So I'm trying to stay cool with
She's
this
very
one.
young.
Yeah.
It could develop into something
I'm really nice.
long term there. So, well, that
I
is.
tell nice truths to her.
Is he staying on script?
I'm in character. As I was told when I read the script and said, I have to speak with a smug, smirky voice, and everyone laughs and said,
Yeah.
so you speak normal? I didn't know.
I've heard people have said that, so I don't think I've said that yet. But
Do we need to play the recording?
well, that's good. Well, how much fun have the lunchtime specials been this year? Because I think you guys have been pretty well involved in some capacity in all of them this
Yes.
year.
Yeah, they've been pretty good, well attended.
Yeah, the word's getting out throughout town, so that's good to see. that the community's hearing about it, and there's exposure, and people that, we see our usuals, our regulars, but we're seeing different faces, so that's nice.
That's good. And how long will because the whole point of the lunchtime special is to come in, have fun, enjoy the skit, and then get back to work in time, right?
Yeah,
On
it's
time.
free. Come in, eat your lunch.
I would say this one is maybe 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be back in time for. The boss will never know you left.
Starts at 12:10 technically.
Mm-hmm.
We just ask people to get there, noon-ish.
Okay. In the lobby at the Ocotillo. What it says on my sheet here, ask about memberships. What does that entail?
Right, that would be memberships to the Artesia Arts Council to become a member, and you can buy different packages. There's many different levels, like a $50 fan club member level to like a, I don't know what the largest one is, maybe 500 or 600, and you get a
6-pack of tickets to six different shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to talk to Candace to get exactly what that is.
She will be with us on Thursday when we're out at the fairgrounds. Hopefully she'll remember where we were last year, because that's where we'll be this year.
Good.
Send her a pin.
That is kind of the new thing to do.
Yeah.
Send a pin. And I just tell people, come down 13th. We're in the show ring. But,
Come back behind.
yeah.
And take a left. You'll see a tree.
See,
and at the tree.
I have discovered there are at least two things that I know of that I'm bad at. One is tech support. And two is giving directions. I'm just not really good at that. If you see the big building that used to be a church, you've gone too far.
Hopefully there's only one church in town.
Or one that used to be a church in town. After this successful run of lunchtime specials, what's next for the Ocotillo Comedy Troupe? Have you started working on or thinking about what's next?
Yeah, I think we're considering another part of the Buttermilk Hotel series. Probably in December, we're thinking about a show.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't talked about it too much, but that's the idea so far.
Okay. And I'm sure you're always looking for actors and actresses who want to participate, and you have to have like formal training and all that other kind of stuff. No. Chris is like
on the job training. As I found out when I was voluntold. You're in a play. I am.
And you had to learn a bunch of lines?
For the first one, just 6 lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that wasn't too bad, and I had a lot of fun. This one is many more than 6.
You have a few more lines.
Oh yes.
So is your bodyguard off to the side hollering out your lines if you get stuck?
She kind of gives me signals. Yeah, we've got this system down. So
it's kind of like the baseball first base coach.
Right.
And signals to the.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
she's
a
got
great
the
setup.
shades for it. I mean,
Yeah.
she's got the sunglasses that look pretty cool there. So, well, that's good. So, have you just had a whole lot of fun with this, and the crowd, the folks that have come out, seem to have really enjoyed it?
It's been cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
Did you guys want to do a set of dialogue right now? Do you remember your lines?
I think I remember. What do you want to do?
Just the beginning where I'm
The
like,
beginning? Oh, the very beginning?
Right.
Where I come in on my horse?
Yeah.
Do we have the horse
so I'm
music?
like, wow.
Did you find?
I've got it on my laptop.
Oh, that's what he
back
asked
It's like
me.
this. It's like,
Yeah,
the
I've got
coconuts
it.
from Monty Python.
Yeah.
I see.
So I ride in, and she's on the bench. So it's the beginning of scene 2. That's
and I'm
where I
like,
come in.
so wow, what happened to you?
Whoa, a dragon jumped me a few miles back. Almost got my takeout from Sam's Deli. I have this sandwich.
Sam's Deli. Wow, I love his food.
You do? Well, you want half of my wild boar on rye with mustard?
Sure. Good.
Well, I'd offer you something to drink, but when that dragon came at me with his fiery breath, I had to squirt him in the mouth with my ginger root beer.
Wow, that sounds scary.
I'm used to it.
You are?
Yeah, not a day goes by where I'm not slaying a dragon or tackling a giant.
Wow, just who are you anyway?
Oh, pardon me. I didn't introduce myself. I am Sir Wilby True Friend, apprentice knight of the square table. But you can call me Will. And you are?
We can end it there.
Okay.
So tomorrow at the Ocotillo in the lobby, doors open about
11:45.
11:45. You can come in, bring your lunch, sit down, eat your wild boar on rye.
Yep.
And
With mustard.
With mustard? Grey Poupon or?
Grey Poupon,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Of course.
I'm leveling up, in my night business. Night training.
Was that the very first exchange, the two horses passing each other and saying, pardon me?
Yes, that was
Of course,
our
they don't
first
have a window to
commercial.
roll down, do they?
No.
No.
Or no, it was
Oh,
in
no.
a carriage.
Yes.
Oh, it was in the carriage.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
They lifted up their.
Yeah.
So do you
Windows.
have shining armor? Are you in armor for this? Or?
No, because I'm not a full knight yet. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still a knight in
He
training.
has a
So I have a shield.
A shield.
That's all they
okay.
gave me to protect myself. So I have to slay dragons and tackle giants with just a shield and my horse.
Oh, wait till you see his horse.
Yeah, the horse is pretty awesome.
Okay. That's good.
That shield, I mean, I've never seen a shield that can bash a dragon's head like that one.
Yep.
Wow.
It just
Yeah.
Great. And is this helpful in your frog racing?
Yeah, I line them up on the shield.
Line them up on the shield.
They
Okay.
get their start. That's their starting block. Yep. Yeah.
the most difficult part is keeping the fly at the finish line for them to.
No, the frogs like to fly.
Yeah.
So what is more profitable for you, slaying dragons or racing frogs?
They haven't let me start to make a profit yet. This is all, I'm still in training, so I can't make any profit yet.
Internship.
Internships, unpaid. Yeah.
You're still learning.
Still learning. Yeah. But I have some coin to pay my bodyguard. Yeah. Yeah. My life savings.
And I'm wondering if Rosi, if you're just an apprentice, I mean, are you even willing to consider someone less than
Yeah,
a full knight?
he might have to have a conversation with my godfather.
Okay.
Just to figure that out.
Yeah, get back to the Godfather thing. So
And I might not be into princesses. We'll never know.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So
Might be too snooty.
Go back and talk to your mirror.
yeah, I mean, how common are these mirrors? Is it just Rosie has this mirror, or are there
Well-
other mirrors like this around the
Yeah.
kingdom?
I'm not saying if there's any other like me. There might be other mirrors
Yeah.
in the land, but none with my personality.
And your ability to
To see
gauge
the
To tell the
people
truth.
and
Yeah, to tell the truth. I mean, that's my favorite thing. All I do is tell the truth. If you don't like it,
Yeah.
well, not my fault.
So is there one truth about Rosie that the mirror should be able to tell us today?
I think he kind of already told us about Snooty.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I really can't.
If you really want to see the full effect, what the mirror really thinks, you need to come to the performance tomorrow.
If you want the true details,
That's what I do. Tomorrow, noon, performance start about 12:10 at the Ocotillo, and it's free of charge. And is there anything else that we need to add? Do we have a question from the audience? I thought we had a question earlier. Did you ask a question earlier about slaying dragons or something?
Yeah, how do you slay a dragon with a shield?
How do you slay a dragon with a shield is the question.
You'll have to come out tomorrow to the show and watch. It does have some sharp edges.
So it can be done, obviously.
It could be used as a weapon. Yes. They didn't give me a sword, so I had to figure it out.
You're just an apprentice.
Yeah, they wanted to see if I could do it without a sword.
that's kind of his thesis for to graduate, to get his master's in the internship and become a true knight.
Yeah. How many one-headed dragons, two-headed dragons? I mean, does it matter?
So far, it's just been one-headed dragons.
One-headed dragon?
Yeah.
Fire breathing?
Yeah, fire breathing.
Fire breathing?
Yeah, that was a doozy. That was the first time.
Yeah.
I had to encounter that. Didn't know how to put out the fire, so I had to,
Use your shield.
sacrifice my drink.
Yeah, and that's sad.
Yeah, because Sam's Deli, they make a mean ginger root beer.
As the mirror, I always watch people eating it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a mouth.
Chris Dooley, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Kelly Speckheart, as always, good to see you. Jeffrey Curtis, nice to see you today.
Good to see you too. I'll go back to my room.
Hope to see you again real soon. And who's the fourth the actor?
James Bennett.
James Bennett, who plays
Grumpy Godfather.
the Grumpy Godfather.
Yep.
Thanks to the bodyguards and the stand-ins for being there. Noon time tomorrow at the Ocotillo. You guys have fun.